One of the things that I hated about it though too is like every time I build something new, even how ridiculous it ended up giving up entirely of just building it anywhere else. Because then at that given moment it's like, okay, why would I do it when I can just copy paste it from like this? Right? It's not, it wasn't in the same boat as like what I did with, I think it was like the dog room, I think. There was like 3, maybe 4 different iterations of the dog room before Mount. But the difference in each one was the size, the scale, and the little details that were each. That's what was different about each one. Was the level of detail that I threw in each one. And that's kind of like what I liked about it though too, right? Because like each and every one of them had like either like or just bigger overall room where a dog would love, right? And that's pretty much what it was. I think the cat room was a late addition. But I wanted it to make sure like the dog couldn't get into the cat room. So I thought of like a interesting way for like the cat to be like sort of on its own little area that it would make sense, but like that it was as far away from the dog room as much as possible. And I chose that. But surprisingly, it's still connected to the dog room in a sense. But I don't know. Like I still like the idea. I still like the whole build in its own entirety kind of thing. It's just like, since I threw so many ideas over in that area in general, I sort of just gave up on just building off of it. If that makes sense. Ooh, Tyrant, cool. So like every new idea kind of thing, I would throw it in there, and then by the time like I threw it in there and then get it all done and built, and I'm like, I like it. I'm done. I don't want to build this again. And then I move on to the next project. And then after that project's done, I move over to the next one, and the next one, and the next one. And then sooner or later, I just went, why am I doing this to myself? Like, why am I keep building in this one construction? And then just giving up halfway through. Like, it doesn't make any sense to me. So later on, I just stopped building, and then yeah, then when Minecraft 1. And I think it was the later stages of 1.13, maybe during the beginning of 1.14, that's where I think I built Revibase. Yes. That's where I built Revibase. And then when I built Revibase, that's where I sort of changed my whole ideas. I think I started off with a smaller version. I think I showed it off. I think it was one of the first year anniversary. I think I showed off the first one. Showed off like the first instance of it, kind of thing. Where it was just a giant floating rock, pretty much, and then slowly going down the scales, kind of thing. It went from that giant floating rock to then being like a spaceship kind of thing. Because in my head, I was thinking like, you know what? I should probably make it into more of a ship, because then it's like the ship has like all the essentials that somebody would need, and then it's like it would be faster for it itself to move to the other ships that would supply it. So I'm like, that's a cool idea. So then I changed that instead. While a giant floating rock would work, it's just that it didn't really work in my mind anymore. And I think it's probably just because, like, because again, Mount Ridge Dam did that to me. And then when the whole ship thing came into focus, it's like, okay, now that I gotta work on this stuff right. Then I think I gave up on that ship design. Then I think I grabbed one of my old creations and spruced it up for 1.13, and then I used that as my building block for 1. Or I think 1.14 as well, and then by the time that ended up coming into a full circle kind of thing where I was like, hey, this is good, I ended up kept on using it, and then by the time that I found out that I was using it more and more, it became normal for me to use it. And I think by the end of it, I just kept using it over and over again, and I liked the build so much that I ended up finding out though that like I was running out of room. Like there was I wasn't running out of room, but I knew for a fact that like if I would have continued the way that I was doing everything with, I was eventually going to run out of room, and I was going to be very, very sad. Because I'm going to run out of room, and I'm not going to want the base anymore. I want something different. So I chose to go back to the drawing board, and when I changed, when I changed Revacraft to Razzacraft, I thought, well, Revabase looks really, like had a lot of room, but it didn't really have a cool design in the back. So I thought, why don't I just take Razzacraft and make it into Razabase? So that's exactly what I did. And then I did it that way, and then later on, I ended up wanting to do a little bit more changes. So I had more changes, and then more changes, and then by the time that I think it was like the final change happened, it happened. And then once Razabase was done, I was happy. And then I started slowly changing the interior to fit, like, you know, what I wanted for it. And then later on, it became such a good way that, like, I ended up wanting to keep on building on it. And then right now, even, like, I think Rosaria Base is in a good spot. Like, it's in a state in which, like, the only way that I would end up changing it is making it longer, so that it would have more room to work around with. That's it. Like, that's the only thing I can think of, is just making it longer, so that there's more room for either storage or just more room for the farm so you can put more farm stuff, kind of thing. Like, that's the only thing I can think of. I wouldn't change it for anything else. Like, I wouldn't change, I can't think of it right now. But like, I wouldn't change it for anything else. Like, I wouldn't change Rosaria Base for anything else. I love it. It's my creation. I think everything about it is interesting in its own way. I just wish that I was better at creating shapes for it. But that's beside the point, though. Like, that's the only thing I can think of that, like, I would change. Is, like, making it at least appear more natural-ish to Minecraft standards. Like, making sure, like, each and every block makes it appear more natural. Like, if I were to create something, let's say, in... I don't know, like, let's say create, like, a spaceship in Starfield, let's say, and want to port it to Minecraft. How do I make it so that, like, you could look at it and go, oh yeah, I can see that being installed, like, that kind of thing, right? Like, it appears more natural in like it appears like it's not even from Minecraft. It appears like it's from a different world. But you're using Minecraft blocks to make it look like it. Sort of like how pixel art is. And that's kind of like where I am right now, is like I'm trying to figure out like how do I do that, right? Is that like I'm trying to figure out like, okay, out of all this stuff though, what do I need in terms of like being able to make my construction bigger and better kind of thing. And that's kind of where my mind's going, like I don't think there is anything that can make it better. Other than like Minecraft comes out with like new cool decoration blocks like chairs and couches and such like that. Or give us the way to do it within basic Minecraft to do it. Like I think there's a way you can do it through a command block, but I'm not 100% sure if that's actually like within Minecraft kind of terms though. But like if there was a way that you could build your own kind of stuff like that, that'd be awesome. And it doesn't take away from creativity. If anything, it helps mold it, kind of thing, because then, like, even if you were to, like, I don't think it takes it, like, I think the one video that said, like, it showed, like, a tweet or something like that, saying, like, it takes away from creativity. If anything, it reinforces it. Because then, like, interiors would actually be done instead of not being done. That's the one thing that I hate, though, is that, like, people don't say, like, if the interior is done or not. They wait until, like, somebody asks if the interior is done. They go, nope. Okay. I hate that. A lot of them are just like showcase builds. It's like, it's okay to showcase the outside though, but work on the inside too. When you work on the outside only, like, it hurts me. It's like, okay, what's the interior supposed to look like? It hurts me a lot when I see that the interiors are never done. It's like, oh my word, I just want the interior to be done. Mainly because I'm terrible at interiors. Even exteriors I'm terrible with, but at least interiors I'm pretty good looking. I make it look at least decent. Like, I think the one thing that, like, about interiors I'm really good at is making storage rooms. Like, I think, like, making storage rooms is probably, like, my best that I've ever actually worked on. And that's, like, not even, like, a good thing to say either. Because, like, storage rooms are pretty easy to build, though, but, like, the only thing that was really weird about them, especially during, like, early days of Minecraft, was, like, you had to make sure that you didn't put a block on top. So, like, they looked kind of weird. And that was the only thing that was wrong with them, was, like, they looked weird on the top. So, like, why is there a block there? It's like, yeah, you know how chests work in Minecraft? It's like, yeah, it's like, oh. Ivy Turtle, man. You need a leech seed again, like 100%. Char Knight just needs like a better move pool. probably won't be able to. But I mean, I can try. But I don't think it's gonna happen. But it's fine. Alright, come on. Alright, so that's gonna be it for now. Next time we will continue with some more Pokemon Infinite Fusion. So, actually, I think the next time we'll probably just try and get everybody to level 29, then we'll just take on the third gym, and that's pretty much it. So, yeah. I'll see you guys next time for some more Pokemon Infinite Fusion.